Hey guys, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Ananya and I am a fiber artist. I make handmade bracelets and today it's going to be a different kind of vlog and you will see it now. Finally, I have everything that I need, I think so, to start and see if I can actually do. Finally, I have everything that I need, I think so, to start and see if I can actually do what I want to do, that is punch needling. I have bought the hoop, the embroidery hoop, the cloth, the yarn, the punch needles of course, and also just to make sure I have everything, to see how much time I take to make coasters. I'll be starting with mug rugs. So I have the backing, I have the glue it needs for the backing, and I already had a hot glue gun and the glue sticks, so that's already there. And everything is literally here in front of me. I have not opened it. I was waiting for each and every package to come so that we can open it together. I'll be trying it for the first time. For the last year, since the last year, I've been watching. I thought it's fun, and really as I started to see more and more clips and videos, I started researching what is all needed, what exactly should I buy, because everybody uses a different cloth, a different yarn, everybody's style and technique is different. Finally, I found a very nice channel. I will link it down below, and she also started for a while back. Channel name is Cat's Corner, and I will link it down below. And it's just been 2 weeks that I found her channel and it helped me a lot. I found everything that I needed to start and see if I can actually punch needle and make mug rugs, which I want to add to my shop. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's open these. I am excited to open these and we'll see what awaits us. Let's get into opening these packages. I'm going to start opening my packages, and this is as far as my table can go and the stand I have. So I'll be opening it and then I'll be showing you. Let's just open the packages. This is the first, and I'll be opening the yarn. I know this is the yarn, this came the last, and my cloth is in this. We'll be opening this at the last. So I think this is my fabric scissors and masking tape. I'm not sure. Let's just open it. It is the scissors. Now this is in a box. I'm thinking this is the masking tape, and let's see. I just now remember I have a paper cutter to open these boxes, and I'm using my scissors, which is a small one. So let's get my paper cutter. Masking tape. It's not a thick one, it has two in it. If you can see here, the lines, there are two masking tapes. And first let's open everything and then I will tell you why the masking tape. Let's keep it in the box. So, masking tape, scissors, one package down. And now this I think is the glue, which I will use at the back of the mug rugs. So let's open it. it's a bubble wrap. If I open it, I'll be, you know what we do with the bubble wraps. So let's keep it aside. This is a PVA glue. It dries and is solid after it dries, so it will keep the back of our mug rugs intact. So glue. 2 down, 3 more packages, and I think this one has the felt sheet, that the foam sheets that I'll be backing my mug rugs with, and the hoops. I'm trying not to cut any packaging. I mean, not the inner packaging. Foam sheet, and I think it has 10. Yeah, it has 10, and this is one packet. I just bought one packet because I don't know how much I need. I've not bought a lot of cloth because I'm just starting, and after I start making these, I'll order some more cloth. And this is the embroidery hoop. These are wooden, and I got a set of 6. These are 6 inches, and now I'm seeing it's a little bit bigger, but we'll do it. I mean, the more space I have, the more easily I'll be able to work starting. And if I need a smaller hoop, I'll have a smaller hoop. I had a 5-inch or a 4-inch hoop, but only one circle was there, and the inner circle was not available. Not available as in I lost it. So we'll be doing it this. Good thing I have 6, and if I need, I have 2 pieces of cloth. I don't know how big they are. I've still yet to open them. So I can work together by not opening the mug rug I made first. What I mean to say is I can work on 2 mug rugs together. Hoop. Felt cloth. Another package gone. Let's move on to the actual one of the main kits, the punch needle kit. Let's open our punch needle kit, and this is a 50-piece needle kit, and I don't know, I did not get a single piece, and the lever punch needle, which apart from the Oxford punch needle I saw in the videos, they're a bit expensive for me, and I'm just starting out, so I bought this. It has pieces, so I can, like, different needle sizes, I can attach one and remove the other, so good for me. I can experiment on which needle I will use with the yarn I have ordered, and also they can be done with the embroidery threads. And if you watch my videos, you know I have a lot of embroidery thread. So let's just open this and see how these needles look. So it's a small box. It has some embroidery thread. I will use it later. Opens like this. Let's keep the embroidery thread aside, and then I'll show you the needles. Now this is the needle, you can say, through which I will pass the yarns. It has 2. There are 2. Through my punch needle. So this is the thin long needle, I don't know what it's called. So this is one piece. I have to keep it properly, they are very thin. This is, I don't know, there's no size written here. This is the thickest of all the needles. The rest are very thin. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces more, and they are really thin. I mean, I can use them for embroidery thread, that's for sure. I don't think I'll be needing these thin ones, not all at least. They're really thin. So I think this is what I'm going to use. I hope I can use it with my yarn. I really don't know. If not, we'll have to wait and see if we can have another needle. I hope it really works. I really hope it works. So this, I think, will be, I have to see where to attach it and how. I have no idea. Let me figure it out and I will come right back. I saw the needle and I might have to order a little larger punch needle. We'll see the yarn I have. If not, we can still use embroidery threads from those needles very easily. So I might start using those as well. But before that, let's open the yarn and the cloth and see how they are. I think we can use the yarn. Let's see. So it's a lot of cloth. I'm happy. This is Monk's cloth, and this is the cloth made for punch needling. And if you're starting, I think this is the cloth you should get. So to start, it's a lot for me. Good thing. And now for the yarn. I got a black, white, pink, mustard yellow, light and dark purple, a little dark, not too dark, a sage green, bright orange, red, brown and a light brown. Just to start. And I really hope this yarn fits that needle, or else I have to wait again for a bigger needle. But let's just see how to pass the yarn through the needle and then we can get started. I have 1 or 2 designs that I can think of making. So when I start doing that, I will get back to you. I'm excited. This is how it's going. I'm a little nervous, very slow at it obviously, and let's see how we end up. I'm very slow with this, guys. There is no speed, and I'm trying to do as much with little mistakes as possible, and it will take time for me to get used to this. So, it's not going bad. See, like this loop here is a little loose than these. So yeah, it's just my first one, trial and error. Good thing is we can undo these, and Monk's cloth does not fray inside, like the holes can come undone. If we just undo this, it's forgiving. So let's hope for the best. See, like here. I'll get back to you. Update, as a first time I've started the second color, and this is how it's looking. It's not looking nice obviously, and you can see that the black loops are longer than the orange ones. I will tell you how. Usually the needle, punch needle, there are some needles that can be adjusted. So I did not have that. The needle for this punch needle that I'm using right now is around 4 centimeters long, and the video I saw, they said that their preference was 2 to 2.5 centimeters long, and they adjusted the needle. Fine, I was like, okay, I'll practice with this. But as I was using, it's coming out nice. It's just that these black loops are longer, and I want it a little shorter for my mug rugs because this will be the front side. So as you can see, the orange is smaller and the black loops are longer. I will tell you how. I did that. I put some masking tape here, measured my needle, and the rest I wound the masking tape around and around until it was the grip of the handle. And now I can work, and it is perfect. Not perfect, but I'm much more happy with this improvisation, guys. So this is where the grip ended, and this is extra. So I'm sorry for the background noise, guys. And so this is how it's going. So far it's okay for my first time. I don't know how it will turn out. Let's hope it's half as good, and we'll practice, and then only I can be sure that yes, it will be worth selling to you lovely people. So I'll be doing this. First, let me finish this whole circle first, and then I'll be showing you how it's looking. It will not look nice until and unless it's fully done. Let's see. I'll get back to you. It's 10 o'clock at night, guys, and in the evening I completed this pumpkin mug rug, and I also made this little cute ghost mug rug. This is the front for me, the loop side, and this is the back side. I know the back side looks much cleaner, but as you can see, there are gaps, and the loose strings are at the back. So this will be my back, on which I will glue it first, and also stick my foam sheet to give it a much more cleaner finish. And I have to still cut the strings of this in the back. This was the first one, this is the second one, and while I was making, I must have said this, I'll say it again, that this is the needle, the punch needle, which worked the best with these yarn. They worked with the yarn perfectly, and but the needle length was a little longer than what I wanted, because I wanted my rugs to be a little fluffier and the loops to be small, not too small, but at least half a centimeter long. So the grip in this needle was still here, where I'm pointing my finger, and the rest was the needle. So the grip was still here, and the rest was the needle, and it was creating longer loops. So what I did was, I had the masking tape, I wound it quite some times around the needle, and now I shortened the length of the needle. It is working fine until and unless I buy a needle with which I can change the length of the needle. I'll be using this, and I'm still practicing, so this works fine for me. Now with these two, first I will cut the strings of these, make it look a little cleaner, and I gave this one as well as this one another border so that it looks a little cleaner, as you can see, and also used my tweezer to tweak the loops here and there if they were overlapping. Now I will glue the back, let it dry, and then I'll be adding the foam sheet. It's the next day, guys, more like evening, and yesterday we made 2 of the mug rugs. Now this is the third one, and this is the front, this is the back. I've cut all the strings and the glue is still drying, as you can see. Yesterday I applied PVA glue on these two and they are dry. It's the back, this is the front, and here this is the back, this is the front. So right now I will let this one dry a little more. It still needs to dry on the mushroom cap, so this is going to be kept aside. I'm going to take these out from the hoop and I'm gonna cut it according to the size and hot glue it. I have my hot glue gun, not ready, but here it is. It's high time I use it now. I just bought it and then I realized I did not have much use of it. Now it will be used, so I will come back to you after I have cut these. We're done. I made 3 mug rugs, and as you know, this is the first one, and now it has a backing. It is a felt backing, and this is how it's looking. The second one is a very cute ghost mug rug. It also has a white felt backing. All of them has a white felt backing. And lastly, the third one is this mushroom. You see, again, this is the back, and these are 3. This is how they're looking, and this was the first time I've made this. This was the first, and this is the second. By this, I had a little control over the needle. I was getting used to it, and then when I was making this, it was done in about 40 minutes to 1 hour minimum, and this is how it's looking. These were the 3 mug rugs, and I'm very happy with this as a starter. Of course, I'll practice more, do more designs, and then I won't be selling these exactly, but I'll be preparing mug rug kits in the future, in the coming months, and see how they go. Until that, I'll practice, and when I'm satisfied that yes, these mug rugs are worth selling, I'll also start selling my mug rugs as well. So maybe these three will come as kits on my website as well as my Etsy shop. So if you are not from India, you can go on my Etsy shop to look for these. Not yet, you can follow me on my Instagram for the updates, and on my website you can buy these kits if you are from India. So these were the 3 mug rugs we did in this vlog, guys. So that will be it for this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun. I was a little worried that if my yarn will be sufficient, like with the needle, but it worked out fine. I'll be buying another needle to see if that works as well. I'll update you on that later. But this will be it for this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for future vlogs, and I will meet you in the next vlog. Bye, guys.